Good evening, everyone. I'm Edna May Empedong. I will present to you tonight an example of Tukey HSD test. So I already prepared my data here in Excel format. So first, I will present it to you using SPSS. Then later on, I will also use Excel or R package. So, na-ready ko na siya. We have four groups or four treatment, and then ito yung kanyang data for the dependent. Okay, so I'll just open my SPSS. Click open, and then just go to desktop, Excel, and then dito one. Okay. So, ganito yung kinalabasan niya. So, just delete this, another column. Okay. Then, let's go to variable view and change the values of 1 to 4 into letters. So, 1 for A, 2 for B, 3 for C, and then 4 for D. Para mamaya sa output, instead of 1, 2, 3, and 4, A, B, C, D yung lalabas. Then just click OK. Think we're good. So just click Analyze, Compare Means, and then One-Way ANOVA. So Tukey, before going there, no, sa Tukey, ang una nating gagawin is get first the ANOVA. And then that's the time we will determine if there is a significant difference between the groups. Now, if there is a significant difference, then we need to follow up test using post hoc test or Tukey's HSD. If there is no significant difference, then we will not have the follow up test anymore. Okay, so our treatment would be our factor here, dependencies. Click post hoc, and then for SPSS, wala pong lalabas dito na Tukey HSD. Pero, kasi yung nakapangalan dito, Tukey lang. So, i-click lang si Tukey, continue, and then go to options for the descriptive statistics para lalabas yung table. And click OK. So, here is now the result of our Tukey HSD. So, una yung descriptive. So, A, B, C, D. Okay? So, group A, 6. Group B, 6. Ayan. So, ito yung kanilang mean, standard deviation, lower bound. Then, ito yung ating ANOVA. So, for our ANOVA, our F value here is 38.493. So, paano natin malalaman na significant there is a significant difference or mare-reject ba yung ating null hypothesis? So, we have to go to our ANOVA table. No? We will use this ANOVA table to determine kung ano yung ating critical, F critical value. Okay? So, paano natin makukuha yun? Gagamitin natin yung ating DF, which is 3 and 20. Okay? So, for the DF, that is column 3 and row 20. So, yung ating critical value, F critical value is 3.10. Okay? Now, in ANOVA, if F value is greater than your F critical value, which is 3.10, then we're going to reject the null hypothesis. Our null hypothesis here is there is no significant difference. And our alternative hypothesis is there is a significant difference. Okay? So, 38.49 is greater than 3.10. So, I therefore conclude that there is a significant difference between the groups. Now, For the Tukey, ano-ano yung mga groups na may significant difference. Okay. So, ito na yung ating multiple comparisons. So, A is compared with B, C, and D, then B compared to A, C, and D. So, yung titingnan lang natin dito ay ang ating mean difference. Okay. Now, if our HSD value is, if our mean difference is greater than our HSD value, then we will, tawag dito, then there is a significant difference. There is a significant difference. If our mean difference is greater than our HSD value, then there is a significant difference. Now, paano natin malalaman yung HSD value natin? Okay. So, may formula tayo for our HSD. We have a formula for our HSD. So, kanina, nasabi na ni Ma'am Kat, no, yung ating formula, tingnan na natin ulit. The formula for Tukey HSD, or to get the value of HSD is this one. So, HSD is equal to Q times square root of our MS within and over N sub K. So, ano to si Q, ano si MS, ano si N sub K? MS MS sub W. Okay. So, for the Q value, kailangan natin ng Q table. Kung kanina, para makita yung F critical value, ginamit natin ay ANOVA table. For Tukey HSD, yung gagamitin natin ay Q table. So, nag-download na ako ng Q table. Now, ganun din, gagamitin natin ang ating DF or degree of freedom para makuha natin si si Q. Okay? So, our DF is 3 and 20. So, i-check natin dito, column 3 and row 20. So, our Q value is 3.578. So, our Q is 3.578. Now, may Q na tayo. What is MS sub W? Okay, so MS stands for mean square of within groups. Okay, so MS, mean square, W is within or yung error niya. So, ang ating MS ay 1.205. And for our N sub K, this is the number of population in every group. So, in every, di ba may 4 groups tayo. So, in each group, meron tayong 6. Right? Meron tayong 6. So, yun yung ating N sub K. So, now we all have the values, then we can now compute for our HSD. So, again, the formula, HSD is equal to Q times the square root of mean square within over the number of population, or N sub K na lang. Okay. So, that is 1.205 divided by 6. Then, get the square root. That is 0.448 times 3.578. Ibig sabihin, yung ating HSD value is equal to 1.603. Okay. 1.063. That is our HSD value. Now, so let's go back with in our table. So again, if our mean difference is greater than our HSD value, which is 1.603, then that group, there is a significant difference between that group. Again, if the mean difference is greater than the HSD value, then there is a significant difference between that group. Okay, so what are those groups now? So let's try to observe. So A to B, again, take note, i-disregard natin yung mga negative sign dito. Kasi absolute difference yung kukunin natin. So, lahat to sila positive. Okay? So, A and B, 2.5. So, that is greater than 5.7. That is also greater than A and D, 5.7. Ganun din. B and A is just the same with A and B. B and C, that is 3.2. That is still greater than B and D, that is 3.19. So, that is greater than. For C and A, that is the same with A and C. C and B, the same with BC. CD, 0.019167. And then DA, 5.7, DB, 3.19, and DC, 0.19. So, what are those groups that there is no significant difference? Okay, so those groups are C and D, or D and C. So, as you can see, their mean difference is 0.019, which is less than the HSD value na 1.603. Okay? So, that's it. We already determined that C and D, there is no evidence. Okay? There is no evidence of any difference between C and D. Okay, between the two populations. Then next, we will also compare the same example, and then we will use our package.